What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Bump and Feed. Today, I want to take a look at a couple of guys I think would be very suited for AEW. Some of the bigger name indie guys or some of the more talented indie guys I think out there right now. Now, I know a lot of people are constantly talking about who from WWE should go, but, they can build from the ground up. They've got a couple of stars there now already who have been to WWE, so why not take a look at some of the indie guys that they could get that I think that could really help shape AEW for the future. Now, before we go any further, I do want to say any video in this video is used with the permission of GCW. I reached out to co-promoter, co-owner Danny DeMonto, and he said that I could use the video, so I'm going to plug their social media accounts on the screen right here. Definitely go check them out. One of my favorite wrestling companies currently going. So yeah, thanks GCW for letting me use the footage, and let's get into this video. Number 5 on the list is Teddy Hart. And I know that people are up and down on Teddy Hart. Some people love him, some people hate him. For the most part, you either love or hate. There's not a lot of people who are neutral on Teddy Hart. But I do think that overall Teddy Hart is a matured person. I've listened to a couple of interviews with him lately, and I know after his jail time and stuff, he seems really spot on with what he's doing. But if you put some of that stuff away, Teddy Hart is an amazing talent. He's one of the most acrobatic, high-flying, graceful-looking people in the ring. He's a fantastic wrestler. He's got great charisma, and he adds a little bit to the roster that may not be there. I think one of the big things that Teddy Hart could bring to AEW is just veteran leadership. With him being 38 years old right now, I think that being able to get in there with some of the young guys like MJF, and then, of course, Joey Janela and Jungle Boy, I think he could help really set the tone, be a locker room leader, and, just get some veteran mentorship for these guys. Now, I know that AEW has obviously some veterans in there, Chris Jericho, Kazarian, Daniels, Cody Rhodes, the Bucks. I fully understand that, but I do think that Teddy, especially being down the road that he has, could be kind of a don't go my route type of situation and really just influence these guys in a positive manner. Number 4 on the list is the Gymnasty Boys. Now, I had originally planned this to be another singles competitor. However, I thought that with the focus of a little bit of tag team wrestling, especially with the Bucks and Kazarian and Daniels and such, I thought, why not have a tag team on here? It's only right. And the best tag team I think out there right now, or one of the best tag teams out there right now that is not signed anywhere, is the Gymnasty Boys. I think that these two guys have a great chemistry together. They feed off of each other perfectly, which I guess is what a tag team is supposed to do. But I love a lot of their stuff. They kind of remind me of maybe a little bit of a tag team Joey Ryan with maybe some of their innuendo and stuff, but they're more than just that, man. Fantastic wrestlers, great athleticism, and Timmy Lou Retton and White Mike both are just fantastic dudes. I think that these guys would be an amazing pickup for AEW. Number 3 on the list is Jason Kincaid. Now, for those that know me personally, you may think that I'm only putting Jason over just because he is a local person, but that's honestly not the case. Jason has a very unique look. He's a very unique wrestler. I've not really seen a lot of people out there like him. Jason, he's competed all over the world as a singles wrestler and as a tag team wrestler, recently with Facade, and he works everywhere. He currently tours Japan regularly, working for DDT and such like that, but this guy's creativity is through the roof. He links moves together all the time. That's one of his big things. He's Jason Kincaid. He has these kinnovations where he just does stuff and it really flows together nicely. Jason has one of the best minds out there for the business, in my opinion, as far as creativity in the ring, and he is just a super talented guy. Number 2 on the list is Tony Deppen. Now, this guy, in my opinion, is probably the most under-the-radar guy that is in pro wrestling right now, period. The heat that this guy gets is out of this world. I'm talking nuclear heat. He is such a fantastic heel. Deppen may be my favorite overlooked guy in wrestling today. He's a smaller guy in stature, but honestly would match up great with guys like MJF and Joey Janela. If you haven't had a chance to, I highly recommend looking up his match with Jungle Boy from GCW's LA Confidential. Tony Deppen, in my opinion, maybe he should have been number 1, I don't know, but this guy right here would be a phenomenal pickup. Number 1 on the list is KTB. I don't even know where to begin with this guy. This guy is a show stealer. He is a phenomenal talent. I think I've used that word a ton today, but he is an amazing talent. He's a big man, but he's an athletic big man, and as of right now, AEW's roster doesn't really have a ton of depth as far as big men go, and KTB, in my opinion, would be perfect to complement their roster. I've seen him once in person, and his ability to feed off the crowd is excellent. The last year, KTB has had amazing matches with the likes of Tony Deppen, who I mentioned before, Shane Mercer, Isaias Velasquez, Eli Everfly, Marco Stunt, and even recent AEW signing Jungle Boy. And to really show how versatile KTB is, I highly recommend looking up GCW's Lost in New York, where KTB faces Marco Stunt, because it is basically a David versus Goliath, and KTB makes this match look believable, not taking anything away from Marco, because Marco is a fantastic talent as well, but just to really show how versatile he is as a big man, that's a perfect way to start. Great talent, and in my opinion, he may be the best pickup that AEW could have as far as non-signed guys. And there you have it. That is my list right now of the top 5 guys that are currently not signed anywhere that should be signed to AEW. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't want to say that people should be signed, because ultimately I don't want wrestling to get more limited than it is, but I do think that these guys would be huge, especially if AEW works on contracts like work here, but you can work other places as well. But anyway, as always, sound off in the comments, let me know who I missed, because I know there are a ton of talented wrestlers out there that I did not mention, so definitely let me know, and maybe I can do another video in the future talking about a few more guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.